Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
Desde Los Ángeles, California, hoy tenemos el gusto de saludar a Mehro, uno de los artistas nuevos en ascenso, un artista que está teniendo una prensa y una crítica y una cantidad de fans importantes sobre sus lanzamientos, sobre sus nuevos sencillos. Y para platicarnos de su trabajo discográfico, tenemos el gusto de saludarlo el día de hoy. Hola, Mehro.
Hello, Gilberto. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just posted a video on YouTube, a performance video, and it went well. So I'm happy.
Cool. I saw a lot of videos of your work, not all the official videos of your singles, but live performances and a Q&A. I mean, you use a lot of these social media, right?
Absolutely. It's been the only way that I've been able to meet people over the last year because I came out when COVID hit. So it's been the only way that I've been able to introduce myself to anyone.
It's also important that you decide to show your music even with the pandemic, even with the COVID, because a lot of artists delay the release of an album or of course, a tour. But it's also important for an artist to show music even when we are living hard times.
Well, you're absolutely correct. And I I hope that my music has affected people in that way or helped people in these hard times. You know, I still have a long journey ahead of me. I still believe that there's a lot more people that I can affect, but of the people that have heard my music, I hope that they have found solace in these crazy times.
During this year and so, we found that we can live without many things, but not without music.
Mm. You're right. You're right, and I think that people will know to appreciate the things that we learn to live without, and hopefully life will be more enjoyable because we'll find gratitude in certain things that we once took for granted. You know, live shows, restaurants, you name it. But you're absolutely correct. Very wise.
Mehro, what can you tell us about your musical work? You are a songwriter, you are a very talented musician, and I found in your EP and your singles a very different kind of music, but very interesting lyrics with a reflection about your environment, the world we are living, the people we are, a lot of emotions too. But what can you tell us about your music?
Well, you said many beautiful things yourself, which mean a lot to me. So thank you. What I could say about my work is that it's true to me. It's vulnerable and sincere, and I mean everything that I say in these songs. And if you're listening to these songs, you're listening to a part of my heart and my soul, because that's what I put into them.
There's nothing more honest that show your emotions, right? To feel and show vulnerable about who you are, what you feel, because someone else, I'm pretty sure, is in the same page. Someone else is having that hard times, having that kind of feelings, and maybe we can put the exact words or the exact kind of music to our feelings, but you are doing.
Well, I appreciate everything that you're saying, Gilberto. You're very wise. And I hope that people feel that way when they listen to it. You know, are you a songwriter? Do you write music?
No, not at all. I only a music lover. Sometimes I'm music nerd because still love to buy CDs or vinyls. But I really appreciate when a songwriter talks about an emotion or a feeling or something in my environment that I feel too, but I don't have the words to express it.
Well, I can't say. I believe my dad was the one who told me that songwriters and musicians give words to people who don't have them. And so you saying that only further solidifies that idea. And again, I just hope that I would love that if my songs are that for people, and even if it's just for you, even if you're the only person in the world that feels that way, I feel fulfilled and rewarded from that. So I appreciate it very much, Gilberto.
Mehro, you have released your EP, Sky on Fire, last March, right?
This most recent March, yes.
Yes. What can you tell us about this EP? Where did you record it? Who do you work with?
I recorded it, a lot of the vocals, actually right here.
Cool.
I'm sitting in my, in a studio where I live. All the recording was done in Los Angeles. And my producer for the record is a man named Tim James. And he's incredible, and engineered by Steve Hammonds and Adam Comstock. Yeah, the record, yeah, it was a wonderful process.
Another thing I found very interesting in your EP is you show different music styles. Some songs are more folk, other with blink to alternative music. And I really, really enjoy Not Alone, because you talk about some issue very important nowadays, that is mental health. It's important to feel that we are not alone. We are never alone. And when we feel that way, we can reach a friend or a doctor, a professional of the mental health issues. I mean, it's important not to feel alone anywhere.
I very much agree. And I love that if that's the song that resonates with you, I love it. People reach out to me. I've been responding to comments all morning. And every song reaches out to a different person, and that's what I love. It's not just about one song, it's about the whole project, and however music affects each individual person. You are not alone in what you're going through. You will have some great days, you will have some days that are tougher to get out of bed in the morning for whatever reason that is. And you know, if you are able to do the things that you love to do, or call someone that you love talking to, find some sort of joy, and know that though it is hard, you don't have to go through it entirely on your own.
How important is for you the environment of the city that you live? Because Los Angeles is a very diverse city with some cultural highlights, but also with some entertainment and technological places, highlights. I mean, very diverse. It's important, the city, for you as a songwriter?
Well, it's my home. The Los Angeles South Bay. The people that you meet in this life where you're from, and I think an environment plays a very important role to a songwriter. You know, who knows if these songwriters that we love and appreciate over the course of time, if they weren't born where they were born, who knows if those songs would have been written, you know? So I love this city, I love this place. And I'm very grateful that I was born here. I think it played a huge role, being around so many different types of people, seeing so many different places. Are you in Los Angeles, or have you been to Los Angeles?
Yeah, just a few times. And it's a very cool city. You have a lot of things to do in a few hours, or within the city, no?
Yes, lots of different places, all very close to each other, but very, very different.
Of course, I love to go to Amoeba, of course, but there's also a lot of places that I love. To the Hollywood Bowl, I saw Morrissey one time over there. Wow. I saw U2 with the tour 360 Degrees in Pasadena, in the Rose Bowl.
I went to that show.
Oh, what's amazing, right?
With you two and the Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, right?
I went to that show. We were at the same show.
Cool. How cool is that?
Wow, I love that. I loved that show. Yeah, it was. I mean, but that's Los Angeles. That you can go to all those different places and see all these different amazing people doing their thing.
Yes. And talking about live music, Mehro, do you have plans to tour this year or to come to Mexico?
I have nothing written in stone yet, but my dream is to play shows. That is a dream of mine, and to come to Mexico would be an honor, just because the people that I've met from Mexico are some of my favorite people that I've met online. A lot of kindness, a lot of warmth, a lot of love and sincerity. And so I would love to share an evening and play shows for the people of Mexico.
I hope you can make it soon, but in the meantime, we can listen Sky on Fire on all streaming platforms. Are you publishing in vinyl or CD?
Absolutely. If you look up Sky on Fire vinyl, yes, it'll come up. I'm selling vinyl CDs, cassettes
cool.
on a website called Bandcamp. And if you just search up my name, Mehro, Mehro, Sky on Fire, you'll see him.
Cool. Well, Mehro, thank you so much for this chat with Rutas Alternas, and looking forward to see you here in Mexico.
I can't wait to play for you. Good birthday.
Thank you so much for this chat.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.